Today, my second day with my new sign, standing on my street corner, which is a major intersection. I just got thrown some liquid. I think it might have been beer, maybe it was soda. Some guy in a car passing by, smiling at me. He's smiling. I thought maybe it was a smile of support. And then suddenly I see that he's got his phone open on me. I don't know why. And then before I knew it, he's throwing some bottle of liquid on me. It looked like a beer bottle. And then he drove off laughing. So that happened, which is of course just a reminder and a validation that violence breeds violence. That if you're against this sign, right, my sign reads, stop the killing, end the war, get out of Gaza and send Bibi home or to prison. If you're against this idea of stopping the killing, ergo that means you're in favor of continuing killing, continuing the war, continuing an endless war, which is what Bibi wants. And if you're dedicating your life to this idea of continuing an endless war, you're in favor of violence, like that's your way. You think violence is the way, and so that gives permission to all kinds of other violence. I mean, I've talked about the sort of minor violence, I would say, of pulling down my signs, right? I have signs since the beginning of the war about bringing back the hostages and also for shared society and for striving for peace and all of that. And my signs get pulled down all the time. I mean, the standing together signs get pulled down within days. The hostage signs last a little longer, but like I used to have like zillions of signs on my car about the hostages, and one by one they get, like I had like big magnets and bumper stickers, they're all gone. Anyway, so that pulling down the signs feels like, you know, an act of violence, even though it seems minor. It is minor, all things considered. When I'm standing there on the corner, just me, one person holding a sign, not saying anything, not shouting into a megaphone, just standing with my little banner, no different than any other of the zillion banner ads that are on this corner. Anyway, so that happened. So the other day is when I sort of decided that I really just need to do something every day, just stand out here with a sign every day, because I have to do something, because Israel is so in the moving on stage, you know, the normal life stage, and it's just, you know, my friend Yara is sitting there in Deir al-Balach. She's about to get bombarded by the IDF, and plus you have all these hostages there in the same exact position, sitting in. You see the hostages have it a lot worse, you know, but they're also under fire. I mean, the hostage families are begging for the government to end the war. They're begging to end the war, not only because they know that this is what Hamas is asking for. Hamas has been demanding since the beginning, since October 7th, since the first week, they've been saying we want the IDF out of Gaza. That's their condition. And it's just, Hamas is very consistent about it. Hamas is very consistent. They will end the war when the IDF gets out. The IDF agrees to get out. That's it. They say the same thing over and over again. But it's not just that. The hostages who come back, almost all of them have said that their scariest times in captivity are from the IDF bombings. That IDF bombings are also killing hostages. So the good news is that I'm getting some support out here, right? There are lots of people who, you know, give me the thumbs up and honk at me and smile at me. And a guy on a bike passed by. I was like, don't give up, keep at it, whatever you do, don't give up. So, I mean, he really gave me like a whole encouragement speech before he rode off. So there is a lot of that. Even though there are also a lot of people who do other things like thumbs down, I got the finger, I get a lot of rock BB kind of responses, you know. I kind of like really live for those positive responses when, you know, people pass by and they give me the thumbs up and they say thank you and things like that, and we have like a moment of connection. And those little moments of connection actually, sometimes they make me like want to cry. You know, I can't really explain that reaction, but when somebody gives me the thumbs up or keep at it or thank you and all of that, I feel this like really deep connection, you know, of those of us who are just, you know, sharing an idea and a thought about like what humanity can be, what we can be. It's that shared like prayer about how we could be doing this so differently. And so I'm kind of like really living for those moments, and they really they go deep. Those moments penetrate deep. I'm really trying to like figure out why it touches me so much when somebody just gives me a little thumbs up or a smile or whatever. And I think it's this. I think that this fight it's really about who we are as human beings, who we as Jews are as human beings also. Like, what does it mean to be Jewish in the world? Is it a rock BB I can throw beer on someone and laugh about it. I can scream death to the Arabs like happened yesterday in Cinnamon City, where a whole group of, kids started screaming, Mavel Arabi, Mavel Arabi, all of that because they didn't get their popcorn. I mean, who are we? Who are we? What are we doing? What are we doing? So I think that there are a lot of people out here who share the feeling like we need to be better human beings here. We need to stop all of this killing, this hatred, this violence. We need to stop all of that and be different. So that's giving me encouragement. And I just need to be here because I can't do everyday normal. I can't do normal. I can't do normal in the midst of all this. I can't. It's been almost 2 years, yes, but I can't. Anyway, that's my report for today.